players and the coaching staff right now? Pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd and inches, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check.
Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that, David? Let's see if they listen.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Right there. All day, baby.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. The throw taken in by Sims. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, lock it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Watch out.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's good for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check 9, check 9.
80 weapon. Leo. Let go.
Now it's Barkley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And Thomas has it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. Ain't together. They can't hang with us.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First down, Washington.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Barkley. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. March 47. March 47. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Get it.
Throwing Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Jones on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Giants, 1st down.
First
and goal at the 6-yard line.
What's the curl?
Kill out.
You got tight. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before he finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Rosas puts this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Redskins.
Haskins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The Giants' 7-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Second down, Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Jones, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on,
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Sam off.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Haskins going to try to throw it. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, they continue to keep pace for that 1st-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.